Stop pushing your specific person away. Yes, you heard it right. You are pushing your specific person away. Do you know how? Well, you are doing this by putting them on a pedestal. You are doing this by making them a celebrity in your own movie. Many times, I have seen people who are on their manifestation journey make this mistake. They make their specific person a celebrity, and in return, their specific person sees them as a fan and behaves with them as per the role they assign to them. Stop making this mistake by chasing them. Instead, make them chase you. Stick with me till the end, and you will get to know how you can do it. I am pretty sure many people who are getting cold behavior from their specific person are making the mistake of treating their specific person as a celebrity. I am guilty of doing this too. Let me take you back to a story of mine where I made a person a celebrity, and their behavior towards me changed. I was naive at that time, and I manifested unfavorable circumstances when it came to relationships. So, a few years ago, I was the kind of person who was obsessed with himself. I was regularly transforming myself to match the standards I set for myself. I did it by constantly going to the gym, reading books, learning new skills, and dressing nicely whenever I went outside of my home. I was into dating and meeting new girls, talking to new people, and all that stuff. But I never saw someone above me. Life was a piece of cake for me. I was also a tutor, giving lectures to people who were older than me about financial accounting and financial management. I was very good at teaching and explaining things. I did it as a side hustle. People used to say, I love no one. And there were some girls who were interested in having a relationship with me, but I didn't give them enough attention. All the focus was on me, and I was the main character in my movie. But fast forward a few months, I met a girl who helped me with something, and I felt indebted towards her. She also liked me and wanted me. I could see that. And to return that favor, I started showing my soft side to her. She felt amazing and gave all her attention to me. But slowly my focus moved away from me towards her, and my attention started moving away from me. Now, I took a pause from my world. I stopped the transformation journey. My gym sessions were reduced. I stopped reading books, and I got interested in her life. I got very interested and got very involved with her. I wanted to know all about her, and now I started giving too much attention to her, like calling her all the time, texting her, and wanting to meet her frequently. She was now the main character of the movie. I stopped meeting other girls, and I only wanted to meet her and talk to her. When I started putting her on a pedestal, I noticed her pulling away from me. She started missing my calls and responding late, and I was too naive at that time. I thought I had to give her more and more attention now. I had to compliment her every day, send her good morning and good night texts, and always be available for her. This is what I did, and guess what happened? I got ignored by her. Now it was only me who was making calls, and she was not picking up. I started complaining, and I started feeling sad, as if I had made some mistake and wanted to correct it. But the more I pursued her, the more she pulled away. It felt like I was playing a side role in my own movie, and she was the main character. Then I got blocked, and things went south. As I am writing this, I am laughing now about how I behaved. But at that time I was angry, sad, and desperate for her attention. But the more I tried to chase her, the more she pulled away from me. After lots of tries, I pushed her completely away from me. The girl who was highly interested in me was now avoiding me and didn't want me anymore. It is funny how equations change, and then I came across the law of attraction. I tried a few things, some of which worked but some didn't. Later, I learned about Neville Goddard, and I manifested lots of things. I had practical experiences, and I even manifested dates with her. I manifested that specific person confessing that she loves me and whatnot. I also realized the mistake that I committed, which was moving my attention away from me and making her the start of my movie. Many of you have observed from the story that when attention was placed on me, I maintained the girl without even effort. It was an effortless thing for me. But when I started seeing myself as a side role, things went south, and she treated me badly. This is what happens when you chase a specific person. When you chase them, they run away, maintain distance, and run even faster from you. But when you pause and wait, they get attracted to you and come back to you. So, those of you who are getting ignored by a specific person need to understand that they are giving too much attention to the person in their mind. They are too concerned with their specific person, and consequently, they are assigning their specific person the role of a celebrity. And guess what? Their specific person is conforming it back to you. As Neville Goddard already told you, do not try to change people. They are only messengers telling you who you are. Revalue yourself, and they will confirm the change. Change your conception of yourself, and you will automatically change the world in which you live. This is a simple yet powerful statement. By adjusting your inner world, you decide what you want to see externally. You do it by changing your dominant assumptions about yourself. But when people hear this, their attention moves to their specific person more than it should have moved towards them. And they still keep their specific person on the pedestal by constantly focusing on their specific person. Instead, they must focus on themselves. They should divert their attention from wanting their specific person to having their specific person. In my opinion, your majority focus, let's say 70% of your focus, should be diverted towards you and your self-concept. Your major affirmations should be on creating this new self-concept where your specific person chases you and is obsessed with you. Many people don't even consider them a person that can be pursued. They never even thought that they could be someone who was highly attractive. Marilyn Monroe didn't have a toned stomach. Her thighs had cellulite. She had stretch marks. She didn't have a firm breast. Yet she is considered the most elegant person, the most attractive and sexy woman. I am sure many women had this toned body, yet Marilyn had something about her. She believed herself to be someone who was the most attractive woman of all time. I have read stories where she was roaming with a friend in a public place and no one was recognizing her. But when she switched something within her, all of a sudden every man on the street was looking towards her, giving her attention, and recognizing her. You are attractive too. You can attract people towards you, but your attention should be focused on you. You have to become like the version of me in the past or even greater than him, whose attention was primarily focused on himself. Whenever you get a thought of your specific person, just identify them in your mind as a person who are obsessed with you and wants you. Just have this idea in your mind and play with this idea. You can also try a fun activity or a technique that I saw on another channel that helped manifest a call from a specific person. To watch it, click on the first video at the end of the screen. Also, subscribe if you want more such videos. I will meet you with another golden nugget. Happy manifesting!